Hello, good morning. Monday, 7:42. Bit of a late start for me this morning, but not really a surprise as I didn't get back until early hours of Saturday morning. Due to being run out of time. Not going to dwell on it. Water under the bridge. But needless to say, it's not forgotten about. So let's see what this week brings. So today we've got a job up to Milton Keynes, usual place, been there plenty of times. And back down here again. Now in here, on the left here, there's a freight train, South Western Railways, not freight train, passenger train, which is highly unusual. Highly unusual. So I'm not quite sure what that is doing in there. No idea. You could come up with all sorts of conclusions. So one in particular, it was a good but bad weekend. I didn't get home on Friday night, which really pissed me off because it was avoidable. Yeah, that was a real kick in the knackers, if you like. So that really annoyed me, and it annoyed me immensely. Not because I had to do a night out, because that doesn't bother me. You know, I'm out every night of the week. It doesn't. You know, being in the truck for a night, I've got everything I need. It's not like I'm going to go hungry or go cold or anything like that. It's not that. It's the fact that I should have been home if only I was planned better. Even after I told them 3 times that the job wasn't doable and you better have a plan to extract me, it fell on deaf ears. So you know, next time they want a favour, guess what's going to happen? It works both ways, doesn't it? You know, and it shouldn't be like that. That's the thing. It's annoying because it shouldn't be like that. And it's not how I work, so it's doubly annoying. So anyway, Saturday afternoon, I'd got back at 6 o'clock in the morning. Gorgeous Kira was awake. We had a cup of coffee. You know, caught up with each other. Thanks for telling me right at the last second, dick. You know, and the Gorgeous Kira was awake, and we were chatting away and all the rest of it. And then thought, do you know what? Let's get up and do shit. You know, it's nice early morning. Let's get up and do shit. We'll get breakfast out somewhere, and we'll you know, this afternoon we'll have a little afternoon siesta. Sounds a good plan. Then we'll be able to. We've got steak for tea tonight. We'll be able to cook, a few beers. Lovely. So we went out and did that in the morning. Got back just after lunchtime. We went, you know what? I said, darling, I'm absolutely shattered. I need to get a couple of hours kit. Right, so I laid down. Gorgeous Kira started reading a book. I fell asleep instantly. I was out for about 2 hours. We woke up about 4:30, something like that. And the Gorgeous Kira goes, I've got something wrong with my eye. do you mean you got something wrong with your eye? She said, it's all blurry in my right eye or left. Well, I can't remember which one it was. One of her eyes. She's only got two. And she said, I can't see it, and there's a big blurry bit over the top portion of it. I said, right, okay. What do you think that is then? She said, I really don't know. And we had friends recently that had a detached retina. And she said, you don't think it's a detached retina or the beginnings of one, do you? Because, but our friend, there was no rhyme or reason behind it. It just happened. It's not like she had a sudden wobble of the head and it sort of, popped. I said, I don't know, but if you're that concerned, let's do something about it. And let's try phoning up 111, see what they say. And I don't know if it's that serious. And I said, well, if it is a detached retina, then it could be. Let's not take a chance here. Let's phone them up, because at the end of the day, you phone them up and you can make your decision based on what they say, and they're the best people to be able to suggest what to do. They might just say, leave it a couple of hours, and if it goes away, you're good. If it doesn't, we'll get you in. So let's give them a bell. So I gave them a bell, and they were like, not really happy with that. Can you get to Southampton A&E? Well, yeah. We'll book you in then. Oh, okay. So we get down there, and we only had about an hour's wait. Bless them. But we had to wait quite a few hours before that phone call come through from 111. And then when she spoke to a doctor, it was like 10, 11 o'clock at night. So by the time we got down there, and the time we were seen, and they turned around and said, look, yeah, we're not particularly happy with it. We're not quite sure what the problem is, so we need to see a eye specialist. But there isn't one on tonight, but there is one on tomorrow morning. Oh, right, okay. Go home, come back tomorrow. Right. We did that. We got home about 2 o'clock in the morning, collapsed into bed, got up relatively early Sunday morning, and then went on down to Southampton Emergency Eye Clinic place, whatever it's called, eye hospital, and had to wait around a bit, hour and a half, something like that, hour and a half, 2 hours, which again isn't too long to be seen. It was quite busy in there actually, and yeah, needed to see the doctor, wait for the doctor to come out. Doctor goes and has a look, and says, right, went through quite a bit with her as to what it could be and what it is, and it looked, and they show you pictures of what, does it look like this, does it look like that, does it look like this? She said, no, it looks like that, and it looks like that. She said, right, I know exactly what that is then. There's no, it's to do with getting old, basically. Oh, look at this traffic, my God alive. This is the traffic to get over Tottenham Bridge. Do you believe it? Well, yeah, why wouldn't you? So, they explained it to her, and basically what it is that when you go through the menopause, it's something to do with it's like there's a glue at the back of your eye, and it sort of becomes loose, or it does something that it's just an aging thing, and it throws up odd patterns, and it's called, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's because what happens is that you have these like blurry bits in your eyes, shadows, and then after about an hour they disappear, but it gives you a bit of a headache, which is what happened with Kira. And it's called I can't remember, but something migraine, although it's not like a traditional migraine where you can't see anything or anything. Do you know what I mean? It's not like a migraine. It's like a normal headache, but they call it a migraine because it affects the vision. And Kira's like, oh, great, just something else that is menopausal. So at least it wasn't a detached retina, because she goes skiing on Sunday. that would have put the kibosh on there. So she's relieved and happy that it's just well, she's not happy with it, but you know, it's one of those things that you just gotta. Apparently it's quite rare. The doctor said it's quite rare. It's one of those things that happens, and it may not ever happen again, or it may happen on a regular basis. So it's a bit of an odd one. But yeah, that was our son. That was our Saturday and our Sunday. So on the way back from the hospital, we thought we'd stop for a Sunday lunch, and we stayed at it's a hotel which is in Brockenhurst. We didn't stay, we went for lunch, and we tried a couple of pubs, and they were absolutely rammed. And it was like, no, we can't do you for a couple of hours. And one was, we can't book you in for 4 hours. We're like, oh, what? Okay, right. And we thought, I don't know, there's a hotel that was been recently, I say recently, 2019, it was totally renovated and gutted and redone, and neither of us have been in there since it's been done, and we always had the reputation as being a bit of a dive. It wasn't anything too special, you know, just a forest hotel that cashed in on dopey people wanting to come to the forest and look at ponies. And wanted to pay a lot of money to have the privilege of doing so. You can do it a lot cheaper than staying in a shoddy hotel. But they've redone it, and the hotel now is absolutely spot on. Really nice, really nice. And I'm pretty certain it's called the Forest Park Hotel, but I'll have a look later and make sure it is the right name that I'm giving you. You can Google it. It's nice. And they did a lunch, and we're like, oh, it's 20 quid. Bloody hell, 20 quid a folk. Which is a bit steep for Sunday lunch, pub lunch. We thought, you know, we've tried 2 other places. Now let's do it. You know, let's give it a go. And I've got to be. I'm not kidding. It was worth every penny. It was worth every penny. It was just an amazing Sunday lunch. You know, everything about it was nice, and it was things like on the menu. The menu was really good. The roast was just, the vegetables were really nice, and it was plentiful as well, and the gravy was fantastic. And it's like when the waitress come up to us and she said, you know, on the menu it said beef, pork or chicken, and Gorgeous Keir said, I can't decide between the chicken or the beef, and the girl said, well, you can have both if you want. Oh, okay then, brilliant, do that. And I had the same with beef and pork, and the crackling was to die for. The beef was as tender as you like, and how I like it, which is rare, quite rare. It was quite pink. Nice homemade horseradish. If it wasn't homemade, it was a very high quality horseradish. And the vegetables were just really just beautiful, beautiful. So all in all, really happy with that. Then we added dessert. It's a little bit expensive, you know, £5.90 for a pint of Guinness. Yeah, a little bit, but it's a hotel at the end of the day. You know, it's not some, you know, shitty little pub somewhere. It's a proper pub, hotel. Sorry. Would I go back? Yes. Would I recommend it? Yes. The service was brilliant. The one thing though, and this is where I almost felt a bit. It clearly states that there's and this is where we go wrong in this country. In most other countries, you always tip, and I don't have a problem with that as long as the food is good or the service is good. And it does clearly state that there's a 10% added to the bill. Now, generally, I tip 10%. There have been times when I've tipped double that because it's been so good. I did that the other weekend, the Italian. I gave the guy a 20 quid because it was just absolute. Everything about what we had was superb. I could not fault it. And that's the Italian in Woodstock. Don't mind tipping where it's, you know, where it's due. But they said a discretionary 10%. So if you're not happy with it, just say so, and we'll take it off. We don't have a point. You know, it was quite clear. If you don't think our service is up to it, tell us why, and we'll take that 10% off. We don't have an issue with it, but we just make it quite fair, because us Brits, we're tight arses. We tend not to tip because it's not in our culture to tip. Whereas in America and most parts of Europe, you always tip. It's a done deal. You always tip. So it was a case of, and it was a 10%. It was 88 quid the bill. It's 2 mains, 2 starters. I had a pint. Kira had 2 buckets of rosé, and yeah, it was all. I had no problem with the price. I had no problem with the quality of the food or the service. It was absolutely spot on all the way down the line. Comfortable, really nice setting, beautiful dining area that we sat in. It was very top notch. 4-star. It's like a 4-star hotel. It's proper. And but 10% is only £8.80. I'd have quite happily tipped a tenner there, but I thought I ain't got a tenner on me. I'll just leave it at 8. And it was only like afterwards I thought, it was only when I come out, to be honest, and I thought I should have tipped a tenner there. I would have normally tipped. So they dipped out because of a discretionary tip. Yeah, so in actual fact, the gorgeous Kira treated me to it, so I didn't pay a penny. But I did just buy her a new ski coat, so right. Well, at this point in this time, it's now 8 o'clock, and I should be on the docks. Under normal circumstances, I would have been, but clearly I'm not. On about a couple of truck lengths. So anyway, that's the state of play at the moment. We're heading towards the docks. Time now is 8 o'clock, and it's moving again. Truck's in for service this week, so it's going to be a broken week, which, to be honest, I'm quite happy about. I really didn't want to come to work today, to be honest. I don't have many days like that, but it was a struggle to get myself motivated to get here, and then get in the truck and then drive. It was like, no, you can stick it up your arse. I'm in a lucky situation where, and not many people are like this, and I do feel privileged to be in this position where Gorgeous Kira earns really good money. I earn good money, but Gorgeous Kira earns double what I earn, more or less. A tad under, and I'm at the top of the tree when it comes to trucking wages. I'm lucky. Work for a good company generally that pay top end money, not the best, but top end. And I make good money out of it because I put the hours in. And but if the worst case scenario where the company closed tomorrow, I wouldn't have to worry and go, well, I don't know how we're going to pay the mortgage next month, or I don't know how we're going to pay the bills next month. If I don't get a job, we're in the shit, because we're not. Again, I know I'm lucky. I know that very few people are in that sort of situation. So I'm not blasé about it, so don't think that I am, but the way I look at it and the way that it makes me happier and function is that I'll work because I want to work, not because I have to. And when you have that mindset, the job is a lot easier. But it also means that when it goes horribly wrong, you think to yourself, I really don't need to be here and do this. I do it because it makes our life, well, it's not that it makes your life easier or better, it just means that we can do things sooner. You know? Yeah, it just means that we can do things that would take us 5 to 10 years to achieve, we can do that in the next sort of 12 months. And that's the difference. That's what the difference is, you know. And I know I'm lucky, I know I'm privileged, if you like, and you can't take that for granted, because it all could all change at the drop of a hat. You know, could be that the gorgeous Kira becomes ill, can't work, then we're just relying on my income, which means that I have to but the point I'm trying to get across is that whereas a lot of other drivers would just suck it up and go, yeah, I'll just put up with that, I'll be treated like a doormat because I can't make waves, because if I do I could lose my job, and then we're in the shit, then I can't pay the rent, then I can't pay the mortgage. Where with me it's slightly different, because it's not that I don't give a fuck, it's just that, well, I don't give a fuck. No, do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't care. I will stand up for what I believe to be right. And if someone has a go, well, that's your problem, not mine. But if you want to let me go, then let me go. I'm not going to lose any sleep. The only person that's going to dip out is you, because you're probably not going to find someone that's willing to work as many weekends and as much overtime as me, just to help you out. So, no, that's not being big-headed. That's just, you know, you all know I work a lot of weekends. There aren't many people that do that. There's only a handful of us out of 20, 25 of us down here. There's only 2 or 3 that do the sort of hours that I work on a regular basis, and we do it consistently, all because we have plans. So, you know. Okay, let's see how long this takes. So yeah, I'm not frightened of making waves or standing up for what I believe to be right, whereas a lot of people would just suck it up and go, oh, that's trucking. No, it's not. I am gonna say something. I am gonna make some waves. And I am going to upset people. I'm not frightened of doing that. Can I turn on the end here? I think I can. So I can, you know. Because like I say, what's the worst that can happen? They can sack me. It doesn't bother me. That doesn't scare me. They can find some reason to get rid of me, like all companies can. You know. Does it bother me? No. Would I lose any sleep over it? No. Would I be panicking to get another job? No. You know, it's and to be able to have that mindset is quite empowering, because it does mean that I will stand up for what I believe to be right. Now, I've banged on enough. I'm talking shite and I'm going around in circles. I'm stuck in traffic. You're looking at the back of a Veolia Volca, and I've probably bored you to death and you've probably turned off by now. I know some of you that, saw something yesterday when we were in the hospital. Got to tell you this before I forget it. When we walked out the main entrance, there was a woman standing with a big, one of those big airy German Shepherd dogs, Alsatian type things, and it was led, and it just looked sad. It was led on a step on these stone seats, and it was resting its paw, and it was looking intently at the door of the entrance to the main hospital in Southampton, for those that know. And it was just watching, just fully focused on that door. And we both said, "Oh, look at that Alsatian, lovely looking dog." But you could just tell that it was like he was waiting for something. And we both said, "I wonder if he's waiting for I wonder if his owner's in hospital and then he's coming to see his owner." And we walked up round, then we walked round to get to our car where we car, and we looked back, and just as we were looking at the dog and looking back, can I get out here? No. The owner came out, was pushed out in a wheelchair. not a terribly old bloke, probably in his 60s, early 70s. Hello, we're just going over Tottenham Bridge now. It's 8:37. Please don't tell me the rest of my week is going to be like this. So, I was telling you about the dog. I don't know what happened, it just decided to shut itself off. Yeah, the dog's waiting. And then the owner comes out in a wheelchair and this dog just erupts with joy. You know, when the whole body's shaking, he's going, well, he or she was going mad. And it was just, well, I've got to be honest, it put a tear in my eye. It was just wonderful to see. You know, when you see these clips of reunions on YouTube and Facebook or whatever, malarkey, you know, that type of thing. It was like that. It was just wonderful to see that the love that dog had for its owner and reciprocated the other way. It was just magical to see. It was heartwarming. Yeah, it was lovely. That dog was just so happy that his boss was, you know, his companion, his friend. Oh, what are you doing? You just could have gone on ahead of me and I could have slotted in behind you. No, you don't read the situation, do you? So we're nearly in the docks. Yeah, 45 minutes, something like that, isn't it? Just under, by the time I'm in. So anyway, I'm going on to the docks. I'm going to get a single box on. I'm empty because I got the box off early Saturday morning. And heading to Milton Keynes. So I'll speak to you at some point later. No doubt. Speak to you later. Hello. Time now 9:06. 24 minutes at the moment, so it's going to be about 25-26 minutes to get a box on. Dogs are dead, nothing going on. But oh look, yeah, nearly all the straddlers are out. I wonder if there's a correlation between all the straddlers being out and then the docks running smoothly, rather than all the straddlers being parked up and the docks clagged up. I wonder. So anyway, I'm heading north to Milton Keynes. I'm due in at 1 o'clock. Sat-nav tells me I'm going to be there at 11:37, so easy run up, no drama llamas. Gonna take a break on the way up. I'm going to pull into randoms to start off with, so I can sort myself out, and then I'm going to go out the road and probably stop at Chilwell Valley. I need a wee. Just spoke to my mate down there. We met him on the docks on the quay there. He was caught as me 45 minutes to an hour to get down here this morning. That's before we get on the docks because of the roadworks. Ridiculous. It all adds up to your day. Somebody was saying the other day, I was reading it, saying about like having nameplates in the front of your window. I haven't. Just because I haven't. It's just not something I don't. You know, my name's my name, and I don't. It's not that I don't have an opinion on it either way. Quite happily have a nameplate in, to be totally honest with you. But we have a clear dash policy here, so I wouldn't have it in the dash anyway. So. There's not a lot of point in me having one. Some of the lads do run with them, you know, there's ways around it. But I don't. It doesn't bother me either way. I mean, I think some of the names are quite funny. Some of them are a bit like how many do I see that like everyone's called Grandad? Really? Or Grandpa, or Grampy? Wow, it would be Grumpy. But yeah, I'm not a great lover of all the lights in the windows. I've got to be honest with that. And it's not. I find it's not distracting. It's not distracting for the driver. I just. What function do they actually provide other than you've got lights in your you've got lights in your windscreen? Kettle's vibrating. You hear that? Minutes. I always do the timings from this bridge, or whenever I get stuck in traffic. So it's, if the queue of traffic is going into the docks and it's halfway back up this dual carriageway here, I'll start the clock running then, because effectively I've got you. I'm in the queue to get in. I've had that before. So anyway, I'll speak to you all later. Nothing much to see here. Back at the A34, same old, A34, M40, A43, A421 in the Milton Keynes. That's the way I go. I could go up the M3, M25, M1, but who wants to go around the M25? Certainly not on a Monday morning, I don't, I can tell you. And there's no difference in time.
Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, A35, Redbridge Road.
There's no difference on time, very little in mileage. And if anything goes wrong, it's easier to go, there's more routes to divert through going the way I go than there is going up the M3 and M25. I'd have to go right out of my way to get to Milton Keynes going any other way. So it'd be a right ball ache. So no, I don't bother. It's nice and run. So 9:10. It's 8 degrees. I'm in my shorts and I'm heading to Milton Keynes. I'll speak to you later. Hello, time now 10:57 on the M40. Just about to turn off. Pull into Chelwell Valley for a 45-minute break. Plenty of time, but that still gives me half an hour of wiggle room. So that's what I'm going to do. Get something to eat, a cup of coffee. Yeah, yawn a bit.
After 1.2 miles, take the exit 10 towards Milton.
I'm going to watch out for bears. Nice sunny day. Still 8 degrees. Other than that, no drama llamas. Should be back down to the yard by about 4 or 5 tonight.
After half a mile, take the exit 10 towards Milton.
It depends on how busy the docks are, whether I go on the docks this afternoon or whether I go on tonight. So tomorrow, whether I go on the docks tonight or whether I go on tomorrow. Depends what they got for me. I'm immediately taking up the right hand lane.
After a quarter of a mile, go right on the roundabout and take the second exit, A43, towards Milton Keynes, then keep left. Slow traffic on A421. Traffic jam ahead between Watling Street and Grafton Street. 4 minutes delay. Go right on the roundabout and take the second exit, then keep left.
Beautiful day.
After 300 feet, keep left. Keep left.
No. There you go, I'm going to come around. Not going to make it. All because of that tanker driver that came around and didn't put a signal on, so I thought he was carrying on going, and then he immediately just turns left. I suspect you're focusing on the shite on the windscreen. Let's do that. Clean the screen. Go. Come on, go. You're not heavy.
After 600 feet, bear right, then keep right.
There's to the right.
Bear right, then keep right.
They're there. They're in the woods there.
Keep right, then turn right. Turn right, then keep right.
Not sure where that car thinks he's going. Go, is he?
After 300
Totally
feet,
lost.
turn right. Turn right.
That's all the signs. What are you doing? Never know. Well, a bit busy in here. Let's see if we've got a little slot down the end here somewhere. Suspect we might have.
At the end of the road, turn right, then turn left.
Let's go here.
Turn right, then turn left.
Let's go here. This'll do. Right. Speak to you all in a bit. Hello. Right, just about to go. Oh, hiccups. Had a bit of a break. Finished off putting stuff away. When you get in the truck on a Monday, you've always got loads of gear to stow away, and it doesn't always get done, all of it. And Finished doing all of that. Made myself a brew. Crashed out for 20 minutes. And now we're ready to rock and roll. Let's go. See nothing coming down. We're good. Good to go. People cut these corners. Jeez, Look at the rubbish round here.
900 feet, turn left.
I'm like a stuck record, aren't I? Well, if it bothers you that much, why don't you clean it up? Well, yeah. Oop, what are we doing here? Come around and find a turner's park right in the way. Trying to get in for a wash. I wouldn't bother. It's going to take half an hour to an hour.
Turn left.
I wonder if that woman's found her way out of the services yet. I thought she's still driving around. Nothing coming, let's go. Going in the right hand lane. Whoa,
After 600
tiger.
feet, keep right, then bear left. Keep right, then bear left.
It's got some fencing on there. Ugh, come on then. So we're going to get there about 20 to 1. Ooh, green light.
Bear left, A43, then turn right. Turn right.
Now I need to move into that left-hand lane. There's nobody there, so that's looking good.
After half a mile, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A43.
Couple of roundabouts down, turn right. That is it, simple as. So as there's nothing exciting to see along here. And I don't know how many times you've seen this recently. I should have a look to see how many times I've been to this place already this year. It must be my most visited spot. So,
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A43.
Oh.
A43 for 3 miles. Slow traffic on A421. Traffic jam ahead between Watling Street and Grafton Street. 3 minutes delay.
Well, they're saying there's a couple of delays on the way in now, but if there is, there is. And I don't care. So, I will speak to you all later on. Hello? 1402. Nice and easy tip. I was there an hour and a quarter, hour and a half, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I got there half past 12. How good is gold in there, really? Pretty good.
After 600 feet, turn left of 1146 Letcham Way.
All the ones recently have been quite quick. I haven't had a long tip in there for quite a while. I have had a long tip, but...
Turn left.
Cleaned all my lights, cleaned number plates, cleaned the sensors, cleaned... Didn't clean the windows. Into the sun. This box has got to go back on the key, so we'll see what the score is when I get a bit further down the road.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit of 1146 Letcham Way.
I'm going down the road.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
Yeah. Guess where they're going.
Half a mile, go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, A5, towards central Milton Keynes.
So I've got to take up nearly 2 lanes down here. There's plenty of room on approach, no room as you go around the 2 little roundabouts. Just got to hope everyone gets out of your way. Or sees sense and doesn't try and...
Go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, A5, towards central Milton Keynes.
Good. Just listen. Why is that picking up something over there? There's nothing there. These sensors are just... This is where I need to be. Taking a couple of lanes here because there just isn't enough room.
Take the exit, A5.
Why was it beeping then? There was nothing there at all. Unless there's a dribble of water or something gone over the sensor. I don't know. They had a mind of their own. So we're empty. The other way. I think there's a 40 mile an that speed limit along here somewhere. Yeah, 40 yeah. We go this way. Just for a change. Looks like the bank's fallen apart. Now we can get going. This tanker uses biofuel made from cow poo and food waste. Okay, good stuff. Right. Well, I've got a few miles of this. It's just dual carriageway. I'll speak to you all later. Hello. Just took a 15-minute break. I'm in. I didn't need to, but I would have got on the docks too early. Look at the size of the hole there. Jeez. Okay, so I'm just coming out of Sutton Scotney, heading towards the docks. I'm going on the docks tonight. It's 4:20. Heading on the docks for 5 o'clock.
Follow A34 towards Southampton for 7 miles.
Car moving over, yeah. So I'll be going on the docks. I've no idea how long it's going to take. And then I'm going back to the yard. Need to refuel. And I need to be in Doncaster for 11:30 tomorrow. So, yeah, that's doable. So we just take it as it is. See what time we get off the docks, and then we go from there. So I've got no idea what time I'm going to be starting in the morning. It really does depend on what time I get off the docks. So who knows? But that's the way it's going to work. And then up to, well, I say Doncaster, it's south of Doncaster. Been there before. It's not a particularly quick tip. Actually, I can't remember whether it was a quick one or not. I know there's no point in getting there too early, so we'll have to see. And when I come out of there, I know that I can stay probably at the stockyard tomorrow night. Depends on what time I've got and all the rest of it, and what time I leave tomorrow morning. So we'll play a bit by ear. So 11:30, even if I'm in there 3 hours. And again, it depends on what time I leave as to when my 12 or 13 hours is up. So yeah, who knows? It's all play it by ear, as per usual. So we've got 25 mile to go. We're going to be going out on the dogs and then going back to the yard. Something to eat, go to bed. Simple as. And I shall no doubt either. I can't see me speaking to you again later today. There's nothing much to say because I've said it all. And we'll be on the road going up towards Doncaster, sunny Doncaster tomorrow. So I'll speak to you later.